Hello everyone, my name is Christian. Welcome to my hobby blog. Today we are doing day 18 of 31 Days of Horror, otherwise known as Spooktober. This is a movie that I got for $5 on the Severin DVD sale. I was going back and forth on whether to get it on Blu-ray or not, and I decided not to because there's a $5 alternative to buy. So I wish I had the Blu-ray. I'll just say that now. I really enjoyed this movie. This is directed by Robert Fust. I hope I said that right. Starring William Shatner, Ennis Borgnine, and a very early, I guess, appearance by John Travolta in his very first movie role. This is 1975. The Devil's Reign. This movie is absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed this one. It is balls to the walls with everything Satan. If you don't know, Anton LaVey, who is the high priest of the Temple of Satan, I believe, or the let me make sure the Church of Satan. Okay, the Satanic Temple is something else, but the Church of Satan is the actual sort of satanic cult that Anton LaVey started and is a very well known figure. And he actually was the technical advisor on this film. And he stars in it, his wife is in it, and it is absolutely amazing. Everything that has to do with Satan in this movie. All of the sets are very well done. All of the costuming for the satanic, I guess, cult members are absolutely dazzling. I love the colors of it. Ennis Borgnine plays the main villain of the movie as this sort of ancient, not ancient, but immortal 300-year-old goat man, which you can see on the farthest right. Yeah, right. He sort of looks like Krampus, but Ernest Borgnine is a very great villain in this. He is very sinister. He is just acting his heart out. I'm sure he didn't get a really big paycheck from doing this movie, but my God, was he giving it his all, along with William Shatner. Although William Shatner is a pretty well-known, not just actor, but somebody who isn't easy to work with outside of Star Trek. And I think he did his best in this. There's a few scenes where it seems like he doesn't really want to be there, but for the most part, he does very well in this. He even has a shirtless scene here. You can see where my finger is pointing. We also have Tom Skerritt in this film, who plays sort of his sidekick. But the best parts of this movie is, of course, everything to do with Satan. All of the Satan worshipping scenes are amazing. They actually feel authentic. They don't just seem like Satanic Panic era type, I guess, demonization of Satanists and the Temple of Satan. But this movie was just so atmospheric. It had really great effects, especially with Ernest Borgnine, and the ending to this movie is so goopy and just not what I expected. I heard that this ending to this movie is very well known and a lot of people love it, but I never knew anything beyond that about this movie. And that Anton LaVey was one of the technical advisors on this. But yeah, this ending is very bleak. It very much reminded me of Being John Malkovich, which I will not expand upon unless you ask, and I can tell you without spoilers, or at least without people who haven't seen the movie seeing spoilers, because oh my God, such a dismal ending. It's kind of amazing though, and I'm happy they ended it where it was. Um, I don't really have any issues with this movie. It might be slow for some people, which I think is totally warranted. But for me, this is my type of movie. I love the Satan stuff. I love the performances in this. I love the small scale setting of this movie that takes place in a desert. But the only time that we see a whole lot of rain, because of course the movie is called The Devil's Rain, is that we get a lot of rain in the beginning of the movie and at the end. Nothing in between. And I love the ending portion where we get the rain because to me, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but to me it just felt like a baptism scene of everyone turning into goop. And as the heavenly, I guess, God's reign, maybe, to combat the devil's reign. God's reign is sort of baptizing everybody. And because they swore the soul to the devil, they are just melting. And it is pretty awesome. Really great effects. They spend like 5 to 10 minutes just showing people melting. And I will always say Body Melt is the goopiest and the best goop horror movie ever. But this ending had a lot of great goopiness of people melting and the little ripples that you see in people's skin as it slowly comes down. Looks great. Body Melt was, of course, 20 years later, but this movie had it, to the nth degree, at least to what they could do in 1975. But there's a lot of interviews on this release. There's an archived interview with William Shatner. There's one with Tom Skerritt. There's even a conversation with Anton LaVey on this. Well, I guess not. Maybe somebody else. It just says the high priest and the high priestess of the Church of Satan. So I would love to see that. I should have watched it before reviewing it, but oh well. I will definitely revisit this and do a fuller video for this one once I get the Blu-ray. Because, oh my god, this movie deserves to be seen in the highest picture quality possible. Because it's wonderful. I loved this movie. There's really not much else to talk about, but very good. This is The Devil's Reign. Let me know if you've seen it, and if you have, what did you think of it? Thank you all so much for watching, and please have a great rest of the night.